Welcome back to my channel, Wanderers. Today, I'm bringing you a guide for the level 91 Soul Trial fight. This time we'll be facing the Wolf Maiden and the Snake Doctor duo. Let's get right into it. Our first encounter will be against the Wolf Maiden. The one thing you will notice right away will be the crimson ring around the edges of the arena. This is the blood mist, which, together with Chasing Moon, are the core mechanic of this fight. If we enter the mist at any point during this battle, a mist of blood poison bar will begin to fill up. When that happens, we will turn into a wolf. We will automatically move forward, and the only available control for our character will be steering right or left. While we are in wolf form, we will continuously receive bleed damage. If we touch the blood mist again, we will gain an additional 2 seconds to this form, but increase the amount of bleed damage received. To mitigate this, anyone in the party who is currently in wolf form can collide with a blood pack to do a party-wide heal. If you collide with a blood pack during this phase, you'll get the Wolf Maiden talent 2-1. A good trick to skip this mechanic and have an easier time with talents is to use Soaring spin just as the yellow line is reaching its limit. If done right, you will be able to avoid all the AoEs by just walking. Doing this trick by yourself or by not letting your health to be any less than 50% during Chasing Moon will grant you the Wolf Maiden talent 2-2. If every member of the party does the same, you will also receive Wolf Maiden talents 1-2, 1-3, and 2-3. The next move we'll talk about is Soaring Howl. The boss will target the player with a red arrow and yellow circle, and pin them to the ground. After that, she will jump into the air and try to execute that player. We need to get to their position ASAP and parry the attack in order to save them. There's a very similar version to this move called Cleave. The boss will target the player with just a red arrow and launch them into the air. We will need to get into a red line AoE as soon as possible and parry the attack in order to save them. Executing a successful parry at least 2 times against either Cleave or Soaring Howl mechanics will grant us the Wolf Maiden talent 1-1. The next move is Mist of War. The boss will crouch and do a semi-circular slash. If you are hit by it, the boss will mark you, and when that mark expires, a blood mist will be summoned on your location. If you are marked, just go to the edges of the arena so that the blood mist is summoned out of the way. The next mechanic is called Following the Spring. The boss will throw darts to 1, 2, or 3 players and mark them. After 5 seconds, blood mist will be summoned on the marked player's location. If you are marked, remember to go to the edges of the arena. For the last mechanic, we have Call It the Pack. The boss will summon a wolf companion. The wolf will target the player with a yellow line AoE. If someone gets hit by it, a massive damage taking debuff will be given to that player. The wolf attack speed and charge animation get faster and faster the longer it is alive. This covers all the talents and mechanics for the Wolf Maiden. Now, on to the next boss. The Snake Doctor mechanics are easier than the Wolf Maiden, but this boss will prove to be very brutal if his mechanics are ignored. The first mechanic we'll talk about is Venom Burst. 3 players will be targeted by Yellow Circle's AoEs, and all we have to do is to spread out to avoid overlapping damage. The next mechanic we'll be seeing is the Thousand Snakes. The boss will teleport to a starting location and will summon continuous yellow lines AoEs, while 2 players get targeted by personal circular AoEs on top of it. What we want to do is to keep ourselves as isolated from other players as possible to keep damage to a minimum. If we move less than 30 steps during this mechanic, we will be granted the Snake Doctor talent 1-2. The next attack is Snake Hand. Before doing this move, the boss will teleport to the center of the stage and then launch 2 waves of damage. The first round of waves will always be red, followed by yellow ones. Parry the red waves and find a suitable location to avoid the incoming yellow attack. Fierce Snake is the name of the next mechanic. The boss will cast 2 crisscrossing yellow attacks that will cover the whole arena. The attack comes with different timing. Wait for the first round to pass, then move into a newly revealed safe area. If you avoid getting hit by any of the last 2 mechanics, you will be rewarded with Snake Doctor talent 1-1. Summon Fierce Snake Fire is next. During this mechanic, the boss will summon 2 giant fire snakes with 2 circles underneath them. If the snake keeps attacking the same player, it will stack snake poison. When the stats gets too high, it will be an insta-kill. 2 players are required to enter the red circles and burst down the snakes. Be careful of going into the circle solo, because you will surely die. If no one dies during this phase, and both snakes die within 5 seconds of each other, we will be rewarded with Snake Doctor talent 2-3. The next mechanic is Summon Venomous Snake Fire. The boss will summon 4 venomous red snakes with range attacks. If someone uses Flood of the Tides or any taunt skill, the snake will aggro onto that player and change to melee attacks. So what we have to do is aggro the snakes, stack them together, and burst them down. When a fire snake die, they leave fire poison underneath them. If 3 or more die at the same spot, the poison merges into a great fire that is needed for the next and last mechanic. During this mechanic, if you don't step into the fire poison left by the snakes after they die, you will get Snake Doctor talent 2-1. If a player aggroes the snake as soon as they spawn and burst them down, with not even a single player dying, you will also get Snake Doctor talent 2-2. And finally, the last mechanic, Summon Fierce Snake Hold. The boss will summon a giant blue snake that will target the player, shown by the blue icon on top of their head. The snake will change aggro to whoever uses the Flood skill. The goal is to lead the blue snake into a great fire that was made during the last mechanic. This will make the blue snake an easy kill. If no player dies during this mechanic and the call snake is weakened within 10 seconds, you will get Snake Doctor talent 1-3. This covers every talent and mechanic of this fight. Good luck on your clears, talent runs, and on good gear. Thanks for watching this video. Hit the like button and subscribe to this channel if you have learned something new today. YouTube is suggesting you might like these videos over there. Let me know in the comments if you did. Until next time.